Hi, this is Abhirami Shabu and this video is all about my professional development plan in NTU. Hi, I'm Abhirami Shabu, currently pursuing my Masters in MSc Management and Business Analytics at NTU. I'm from India. I graduated from Anna University in 2021 with a Bachelor of Engineering in Electronics and Communication degree. To hone my computer networking skills, I also took CCNA and CCNP certification courses. I was employed as a graduate engineer trainee at Huawei Technologies India Private Limited through Adequate India Private from February 2022 to January 2023. In addition to my career path, I have a wide range of interests that feed my curiosity and enthusiasm for adventure, including music, culinary arts, nature appreciation, and space research. In the future, I want to become a business analytics pro by using my knowledge of predictive modeling and data analysis to help companies make smarter decisions and be more innovative, which will ultimately lead to their expansion and success. How do you feel you have developed as a person while studying at NTU? My personal development has been greatly influenced by my MSc in Management and Business Analytics studies at NTU. Specifically, my awareness of the societal and environmental effect of business has expanded thanks to my focus on sustainability and the sustainable development goals. Expert advice from teachers, students, and business leaders has promoted critical thinking, teamwork, and flexibility. Practical projects have sharpened problem-solving abilities and given useful insights into using analytics for strategic decision-making. NDO's nurturing academic community has promoted lifelong learning and creativity while fostering resiliency, effective communication, and growth mentality. All things considered, my experience has given me the technical know-how, critical thinking abilities, and sense of accountability I will need to create long-lasting change in the corporate world. Professional Development Plan or PDP. A strategic framework defining my goals, objectives, and course of action for professional and personal development is my PDP. It started with a thorough evaluation of oneself, noting strengths, shortcomings, and potential growth areas. After establishing SMART goals that matched my objectives, I looked into other avenues for personal growth, including formal education, training, and getting feedback. I have a thorough action plan in place and I keep a close eye on things and make necessary adjustments to stay on course. In order to help me reach my objectives and reach my full potential, the PDP acts as a dynamic roadmap. What are your strengths and weaknesses based on using diagnostic tools? What are your thoughts on these type of self-assessments? I have recognized characteristics including excellent analytical skills, good communication and proactive problem solving based on diagnostic tools like self-evaluation and examination. Nonetheless, shortcomings include the inability to assign assignments to others on occasion, an excessive amount of self-criticism, and a need for time management development. Although these evaluations provide insightful information, I understand how important it is to include peer mentor input to them. I take a growth mentality to self-evaluations, seeing shortcomings as chances to do better. Overall, I think that to get a complete picture of my strengths and places for improvement, I should use both external and self-evaluation feedbacks. How do you know you have changed? I actively pursued self-development through workshops, seminars, and mentorship opportunities as an NBS postgraduate student in order to improve my abilities and expertise. Completing coursework and working in groups on projects gave me real-world experience and improved my communication and analytical abilities. As I think back on these encounters, I have seen a big change in how I handle problems, I'm now more proactive and self-assured when using my abilities. My better performance and the compliments I have received from mentors and peers are clear indicators of this shift. All things considered, my time at NBS has been transforming, enabling me to develop both personally and professionally, and I'm ready to keep making a significant contribution to my area. What type of CPD did you do? Why did you choose to do these things, and what have you learned? My participation in continuing professional development or CPD activities include a range of formats including online courses, seminars, workshops, networking events, conference and outdoor events. I made the decision to take part in these events to broaden my professional network, improve my skills and keep current with industry trends. I was able to implement new knowledge in my work by attending workshops and seminars where I learned about industry standards, best practices and upcoming technology. Self-paced study and skill improvement in areas related to my job goals were made possible by online courses. Furthermore, networking events helped me establish connections with mentors, colleagues and business leaders, which promoted cooperation and the sharing of knowledge. All of things considered, these CPD activities have enhanced my journey toward professional development and given me the connections, informations and abilities I need to succeed in my line of work. Here, the question is, what have you learned about yourself and what are you now doing differently because of these learnings? I have come to understand the value of resilience, flexibility and upholding a growth mentality via self-reflection and experiences. Being aware of my advantages and disadvantages has increased my self-awareness, allowing me to take advantage of my advantages and successfully address my areas for development. I now approach problems with a positive mindset and actively look for chances to develop and get better. This change has prompted me to be more aggressive in achieving my goals, getting feedback and pushing myself beyond my comfort zone. All in all, these realizations have changed the way I think and act, giving me the confidence and drive to pursue my goals of professional and personal development. The question is, why do you think learning about yourself and developing your skills is an important and valuable thing to do in general and in relation to your career ambitions? Success in both the personal and professional spheres depend on self-awareness and skill development. Self-awareness enables people to make well-informed decisions and match their objectives with their values, while skill development improves competency and flexibility. When it comes to professional goals, self-awareness and skill development are essential for success. People can confidently handle problems and effectively seek opportunities by developing relevant skills and making use of their abilities. Long-term career progress and competitiveness in the labor market are made possible by ongoing learning. In the end, reaching one's potential and succeeding in one's job require investing in self-discovery and skill development. On our leadership and team building away day at Thornbridge, we participated in a range of thrilling activities designed to promote collaboration and individual development, as you can see in this slide and following slides. Every job we completed, whether it was wall climbing, solving brain teasers, needed teamwork, communication, and creative problem solving. Our muscles were wound up by the stretching exercises, which also provided opportunities for introspection and camaraderie. The closer we got to choose our adventure activity, the more excited I became. So I quickly decided on a bike trail. Riding a bike through beautiful scenery was an amazing physical experience. But it also deepened my relationships with my colleagues as we navigated the turns and turns together. All in all, the day proved the strength of cooperation, resilience, and adventure. I was expected to play the part of an enthusiastic team player who was dedicated to making a positive impact on the dynamics inside the group and completely engaged in every task. Understanding the value of strong leadership and teamwork in both personal and professional settings, I viewed this as an opportunity to earn important abilities like resilience, communication, and problem solving. I also saw the exercise as a means of embracing new experiences, stepping outside of my comfort zone, and boosting my self assurance. These pictures are from Professional Development Week and Global Responsibility Week. I made the proactive decision to attend talks and workshops because I am committed to learning about and supporting global sustainability initiatives. I had to actively participate in these discussions, interact with experts, and work with colleagues to explore issues of social responsibility, environmental preservation, and ethical corporate practices. As a participant, my goals were to increase my awareness of global issues like social injustice and climate change and to pinpoint doable tactics for advancing sustainability in both private and public spheres. Through my involvement in these educational possibilities, I aim to develop into a more knowledgeable and accountable global citizen able to bring out constructive changes in the world. I gained important knowledge, skills, and abilities by taking part in NTU's Professional Development Week and Global Responsibility Week that are necessary for tackling the problems associated with global sustainability. My comprehension of social responsibility, environmental preservation, and more corporate conduct has increased. My education in social inequity, resource management, and climate change gave me the skills I needed to promote sustainable solutions. Participating in talks and workshops also improved my critical thinking, communication, and teamwork abilities, which enabled me to make a significant impact on change. Writing about and thinking back on these encounters strengthened my resolve to be a global citizen and motivated me to keep studying and working for a more just and sustainable future. As a continuing part of my module assessment, I attended a data challenge conference. I went to the one-day data challenges conference. I was able to improve my practical skills in data gathering, data analysis, and Excel through the conference's insightful training seminars. The event also included a networking session which provided a great way to meet colleagues and industry leaders which we have only known from our assessment brief. This experience broadened my professional network in addition to aiding in my academic growth. I attended the Data Challenges conference in order to improve my practical abilities in data administration analysis. As part of my job, I had to actively participate in Excel training sessions, gather and analyze data, and apply newly acquired skills to practical situations. In order to deepen my grasp of current data practices and trends, I also participated in networking sessions with peers, industry professionals, and specialists. Developing my competencies and making sure I could successfully contribute to data-driven decision making in my future employment required me to complete this exercise. This exercise is important because it gives you practical experience managing and analyzing data which is necessary for both academic and professional success. It gives me the chance to network, growing my professional contacts and opening up new possibilities for partnerships. It also improves one's capacity for critical analysis and problem solving. And I got the certificate for participation in this conference. The first question is, what research have you done to help you understand more about the UN SDGs and why they matter? I researched as a postgraduate student in order to have a deeper comprehension of significance of the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. In order to investigate different viewpoints on sustainable development, the interconnection of global concerns, and the role of corporations and governments in achieving the SDGs. This required reading scholarly literature, reports from international organizations, and case studies. In order to learn from professionals and specialists in sustainability field, I also participated in talks and seminars hosted by academic institutions and business partners. I had developed a thorough awareness of the SDGs, its significance for international development initiatives, and the necessity of taking coordinated action to solve urgent social, economic, and environmental problems as a result of these efforts. The second question is, reflecting on your knowledge and experiences this year, how do you think you could make a difference in relation to the global goals in your chosen profession in the future? After considering what I have learned and gone through this year, I think that by incorporating sustainability into corporate operations and decision making, I can contribute to my chosen profession's effort to achieve the global goals. I have a solid background in management and business analytics as a postgraduate student, which enables me to evaluate data and find sustainable solutions that advance the well-being of the economy, society, and environment. I want to support and to advocate for SDGs aligned behaviors in the future, like encouraging resource efficiency, responsible consumerism, and inclusive economic growth. I also intend to use my abilities to promote innovation and teamwork in businesses, fostering a socially conscious and sustainable culture. And the third question is, what do you understand by the term responsible management and why do you think it matters in business? In order to ensure that decisions are beneficial to the company, society, and environment, responsible management entails taking ethical, social, and environmental factors into account. Since a postgraduate student, I am aware of how important responsible management is to long-term success since it promotes sustainable company practices and stakeholder trust. It is important to business because it helps organizations overcome difficult obstacles, improves their reputation, and supports the environment and community well-being in line with more general objectives such as sustainable development goals. And the fourth question is, describe a situation where you had to solve a problem as a team. What did you do? What was the result? And what might you have done differently? During a group project I worked on for my master's degree, we had trouble turning in a thorough report by deadline. In order to solve this, we called a meeting where we divided the project into manageable chunks and distributed duties according to individual member strength. We used share online tools to cooperate and regular check-ins to monitor progress to make sure everyone stayed on course. As a consequence, we finished the report on schedule and got compliments on its excellence. In retrospect, we could have made our original planning better by allowing extra time for unforeseen difficulties. This would have decreased anxiety and increased productivity at the last minute. The fifth question, in your personal opinion, what are the top 3 characteristics of successful managers? How close do you feel you are in reflecting these characteristics? The 3 most important traits of a good manager, in my opinion, are adaptability, strong leadership, and excellent communication. Clear communication guarantees understanding, encourages collaboration, and develops trust. A team under the direction of a strong leader is motivated and guided towards success. Managers that are adaptable can deal with obstacles and changes effectively. I think I embody these qualities to a significant degree. I show leadership by taking initiatives, by offering assistance. I speak clearly and sympathetically, and I adjust to new circumstances fast. Nonetheless, I am aware that there is always space for improvement, and I actively look for ways to strengthen these qualities.